Alright, now that both of the front shocks are out, we're gonna have to take them apart. In order to do that, you need yourself a spring compressor. Now, I use this one right here. It's for motorcycles, but it works just fine. All you have to do is match that size, hook these in, and then crank. So, I'm going to lock it into this vise. Put it in. Now you want to get it down as far as you can go and as high as it can go, so that you can get a good compression, because it does take quite a distance in order to take this apart. Okay, you want to have these things opposite of each other. I also use the opposite crank for the 1/2-inch tools that I'm going to use to open this bad boy up. Okay, and once I have it out, then we'll have a look at it. One thing I want to make note of, when you're using these compression tools, try to get them on the same spring or close to the same spring and aligned up and down. Try to get that as close as possible, so that when you're tightening it down, you'll still have room to be able to move and make adjustments for your springs. Now what I like to do is just a couple of turns each. You're not going too far out, because these things are very dangerous. And once the springs are compressed too much, like rockets, you got a long way to go to compress these springs. I've done a few of them, so I know a little bit about them, but again, be as careful as possible. Now here we can see that it's starting to separate. We need to get this piece here clear so that it'll come right out. It's not quite there yet, so we need to do a little more cranking. And then it should be set. You also don't want to put too much pressure and break your springs. That would really suck. Okay, there it is there. You can see I had to go quite a distance to get that off. I had to go quite a distance. Okay, so the way it goes, we're going to use this here. And we're going to use the factory guide. Slide that on. Now remember, we just added 2 inches to our clearance here, so we're going to have to do some more spring compression in order to get that in there. Alright, I had to readjust the compressor because I wasn't getting enough space off the end here to compress it tight enough, but this one should do it for me. As before, remember, go very slowly. We do got a really long way to go here. This piece right here, there's your spacer, there's your factory positioner, whatever they call it, and then we'll need to get it down about that far. So it's going to be quite a bit. Got a bit of work here. Okay. I don't recommend using a drill motor for this, as it can create too much pressure too quickly for the spring. And when the spring gives, if it gives and snaps, that's going to hurt a lot. Okay, now that that's slid back on, now it's all easy. We just reverse and slowly take it out. Keep this one here, safety, just to make sure that it doesn't go shooting out like a rocket. And that is the complete product with the lift in it. And now it's just rinse and repeat.